Welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, area soccer teams continue to battle it out, but first, today's top stories. Mexican food production company Sigma Alimentos has acquired a plant in Mount Pleasant, which has previously owned by West Liberty Foods. West Liberty Foods announced last October that they would begin the process of shutting down the facility in Mount Pleasant by May 7th, resulting in the loss of approximately 350 jobs. Sigma Alimentos reportedly paid $12.4 million for the plant and plans to produce lunch meats from the Bar S and FUD brands that will distribute nationwide. This acquisition will join 6 other production facilities that the company already operates in the United States. Although this does not fill the jobs lost with the closing of West Liberty Foods, Sigma is currently filling more than 150 open positions in the first stage and plans to expand production at the Mount Pleasant site. Iowa State Senator Don Driscoll and Representative Heather Hora met with constituents at Washington County hospitals and clinics to discuss the 2023 legislative session. The session was said to be historic as a laundry list of education policies, LGBTQ cultural debates, and a massive cabinet restructuring bill were passed. Some of the bills passed were met with little resistance, including deregulation on the sale of raw milk, additional eligibility monitoring of people who qualify for food stamps, and proposed tax cuts. However, there were divisive issues such as gender identity, education reform, and policies around LGBTQ, which drew massive public attention and protests. The Washington Chamber's last forum of the session ended with the question askers and comment makers on both sides of the aisle praising or criticizing the party's priorities. While some praised the conservative and biblical values restored to the state, others criticized bills regulating school bathroom use, gender identity curriculum, and library content. The legislation discussed also included House File 424, which aims to update and lower supervision requirements for physician assistants in the state. Washington school officials are planning to hire a new registrar to handle desk work currently managed by school counselors. Superintendent Willie Stone estimates that the new position would cost the district approximately $45,000 and would not require a teaching certificate. The registrar would handle paperwork such as mail registration, oversight checks, middle and high school scheduling, and power school management. Stone said the new hire would specialize in handling this work and would not face constant interruptions like a school counselor. The position would allow counselors to focus on traditional duties such as academic planning and social emotional support for students. The school board is expected to make a motion to open the position at next month's meeting, and if the new hire is overwhelmed with work, the job description will be adjusted accordingly. A Quilt of Valor ceremony was held in Mount Pleasant to honor Charles Libby, a National Guard and U.S. Navy veteran and current Henry County's Veterans Affairs Commissioner. The ceremony was held in the living room of Charles' parents, Roy and Carla Libby. The Quilt of Valor is a handmade quilt that is machine or hand quilted and awarded to service members or veterans who have been touched by war. Each stitch in the quilt represents the love and gratitude of the maker, and the batting is the warmth that brings comfort and healing to the recipient. Charles' parents presented him with the QOV made by them, and Charles expressed that it was better than anything he received from the military. The ceremony was attended by Charles's family, friends, and fellow Henry County Veteran Affairs Commissioners. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or going to one of the amazing concerts. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Thrashers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthrashers.com for more details. Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have your 5-day forecast coming up. First, obituaries. Elmer Ernest Teeter of Fairfield passed away on April 16th at the age of 94. A celebration of life will be held at 10:30 a.m. April 22nd at Benner Funeral Home. Stephen Richard Phillips of Fairfield passed away on April 17th at the age of 68. A celebration of life will be held at a later date. Benner Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. It started off chilly and cloudy this morning, but temperatures have risen to 73 degrees and the sun has started to poke out. Tomorrow there's a 75% chance of thunderstorms and the high is 65 degrees. Temperatures will continue to fall on Friday with a high of 59, but it'll be mostly cloudy. Looking at the weekend, it will continue to be mostly cloudy on Saturday and the coldest day of the week at 47 degrees. Finally, on Sunday, temperatures will rise slightly to 52 degrees and it'll be partly cloudy. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. Both of the Washington K-Cup prep soccer games went the way of the Demons on Monday. The Demon boys flew 7-0 at K-Cup and the Demon girls won 4-1 at home. The Washington boys team scored early and often. Just 4 minutes into the game, Deshaun Westfall-Edwards scored the first 3 first-half goals off an assist by Emmanuel Raimundo. Freddie Aguilar and Raimundo each had one more goal before the half was up and just got better from there for the visiting Demons. Gilchrist Brock pitched a shutout in the net for the Demons. He saved 4 shots. In Washington, the Demon girls won their 6th game in 7 tries, beating the Chiefs by 3 goals. Washington held a 3-1 lead at halftime and tacked 1 on in the second half. The Demon girls at one point led 2-0 on goals by Jocelyn Carter and Maya Murphy. Then leading 2-1 late in the opening period, Alex Murphy scored the third to give the Demons another 2-goal lead. The Washington boys are now 5-1 overall and 3-1 in conference play. The Demon girls are 6-1 overall and also hold a 3-1 SEC record. Both teams will play Burlington on Thursday, with the boys hosting the Greyhounds and the girls traveling. Mount Pleasant girls soccer had its offense clicking early and often against Fairfield on Monday night. Coupled with some stifling defense, the Panthers were able to shut out the Trojans for a 6-0 victory. Now at 4-2, the Panthers will take on Fort Madison on Thursday. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your News Break, and I will see you next time.